Happy Monday, milkers. Welcome back to the podcast. The beer this week is called Grandma Fingers, the Carrot Cake Edition. This has an ABV of 7% and a Comcast rating of a perfect 5 out of 5. This brew is brought to us by the hardworking folks at Arkane Aleworks. Grandma Fingers is a delicious pastry sour that is brewed with carrots, cinnamon, brown sugar, pecans, cream cheese, and lactose. This is a delicious brew that is one of my personal favorites. I love this beer. It tastes just like carrot cake in a can. As always, please drink responsibly. Welcome to the show, everyone. Let's get into it. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Comcast. As always, I am your fucking amazing host, Ryan, and joining me, as always, is Cody, back again for another week in the studio. Hope everybody had a fantastic holiday, that 4-day work week. It was well needed, let's just say that. One less day at work is a great day. Right. So, welcome back, everyone.
It is Labor Day, which means nobody should labor.
True.
Which is weird. They should call it not Labor Day instead of Labor Day.
And funny. Nice. That's a very good dad joke.
No, I mean, like, it's not a joke. It's just like, why do we call it Labor Day? Let's just call it fucking stay home day.
Because it's for laborers.
Stay home day. If you ask me, everybody's a laborer. If you're not owning your own business.
Unless you just have TikTok. Then you're not a laborer.
Unless you own your own business or you're an entrepreneur. But if you're an entrepreneur, I mean, you're just a laborer if you're working for somebody else.
I mean, you still labor if you're an entrepreneur, depending on what you're doing.
And then
if you fucking mow grass all day, you're an entrepreneur.
And then there's these companies out there that are like, oh, well, we'll take volunteers for the holiday, but we're not planning on doing anything. I'm like, then why are you taking volunteers? It makes no fucking sense. Makes no sense at all.
To have people available.
Honestly, holidays don't fucking exist anymore for, like, corporations. They don't fucking exist. Because, A, you're always going to have somebody that ain't doing a fucking thing on a holiday, and they're going to volunteer because they're lonely as shit and they don't have any plans. B, that means they can do whatever the fuck they want on a holiday. Schedule whatever they want. As long as they get bare minimum to fucking be there, they can just keep the fucking lights on and just keep going.
Everybody should be like the bank. We have bank holidays, which is all the fucking time.
Back in the day, we didn't even fucking do we didn't do shit on Sunday because everybody was like, we're going to church all day.
Twice.
Yeah, twice.
Not just once, 2 times.
It's like, even though people don't go to church, like, fucking be closed. Like, don't fucking be open. Just be like, closed on Sundays. Bye. Mm-hmm. Like, be like a brewery or a tap room. Some tap rooms or some breweries, most breweries, are only open like 4 days a week. They're open like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That's it. And they're closed the rest of the week because they don't have to be open.
Mm-hmm.
Well, especially if you're like a brewery, you brew throughout the week. So there's nothing going on.
Well, in Indiana anyway, back before Indiana legalized alcohol sales, on Sundays, like, that's where they made their money, was on Sundays. Everybody would come in and take home beer because they had it bent the rues for breweries because
it's a manufacturer.
It's a manufacturer and not just a seller.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, but I don't know. Like, back in the day, it was like, oh, we're closed on Sundays. Oh, hey, we, like, before our doctor retired, like, we had the same doctor. Before she retired, She was closed. That doctor's office was closed like 2 days a week.
Monday and Tuesday, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was closed Monday and Tuesday, so the doctor's office was only open Wednesday through Sunday. Or Wednesday through Saturday. Yeah, Wednesday through Sunday, I think. And then Sunday was like a half day.
Yeah.
So it's like, they're still working like 4.5 days, 5 days a week, but it's like the doctor's only in like this many hours or whatever. Because it's like your own practice, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, I was thinking you can set your own hours.
We just got a new vet, and our old vet left. We're at the same vet clinic, but our old veterinarian that was assigned to all the animals left, and we got a new one recently, and we got to schedule all these fucking appointments and shit to update their portfolio or whatever with this new vet. That vet is in 1 day a week. 1 day a week. They're like, yeah, they'll give you a call.
They usually have multiple ones, though.
Yeah, but it's like you're assigned one. If it's something they need, they'll like give it to one of the other vets because they're qualified to address the situation. However, it's like a doctor. You have to fill in your animal's assigned doctor, with all the information that you've given them. But it was like, oh yeah, Dr. blah 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 is only in 1 day a week. I was like, I want to be a fucking veterinarian. I was like, well, you work 1 day a week? That's it? That's it? 1 day a week. You're like, yeah, I think I'll just come in today and, make some calls, sort through some paperwork and all that other bullshit. I'm like, what the fuck?
And they got to do more than that. They chopping balls and fucking...
they might work from home and
giving shots and
do paperwork from home, but it's like, if you want to get anything done, like, in-house... You gotta make it, like, you gotta schedule everything for their 1 day. So they're, like, super busy, like, on 1 day a fucking week.
Not everybody can be Dr. Pole and fucking go elbow deep in cow ass every day.
I think they're in, like, on Fridays. I'm like, well, at least it's a Friday. It's the end of the week. But it's like, I only work on Mondays. I'm like, you know how fucking hard it is to schedule to bring a freaking dog in on a Monday?
Might be doing something else Monday through Thursday. Might be hooking or...
Hooking.
I don't know.
No. If you're a vet and you work 1 day a week, you're making plenty of money. You don't have to fucking show up the other 4.
Yeah.
Seriously. Like, you don't have to show up the other 4. But there's like 4 vets that work at that one place.
That's like the dentist we go to. I mean, he's probably there like 4 days out of the week, but it should takes like, I don't know, fucking 2 minutes and then he's done.
He's too beautiful to work that much.
Okay.
We got a hot dentist.
I mean,
to be honest.
I'm not going to say he's hot.
He's a beautiful man.
He's a good looking guy.
That is a beautiful man.
He's a good looking guy.
And he's gotten better with age. He is aging like fine wine.
He has only gotten more Adonis with age.
I keep telling Cheyenne that because Cheyenne wants to schedule a dentist appointment just for routine, like, cleanings or whatever. And I was like, you need to just schedule. I was like, you need to see this guy in person. And she keeps saying, oh, he's hot. She's just seen a picture.
You gotta go.
You gotta go.
You gotta go.
He's gonna be like, you gotta see him in your face.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And she said the other dentist is good looking too.
I mean, they're both alright, but like, Special K is fantastic.
Yeah, Special K.
He's a specimen.
Not ketamine, but we call him Special K. But he's a specimen. That man was crafted by I think the same people who created Achilles created Special K.
He reminds me, he's like a mix of Brad Pitt and he's like a mix of Brad Pitt
and Troy.
Brad Pitt and Troy. No, because he's older now. So it's like Brad Pitt now. But like, he got more meat on his bones. So like Brad Pitt now mixed with like, I don't know. I'm trying to think of somebody else. Because he's
Jake
weird.
Gyllenhaal.
No, okay, so it's like, it's Brad Pitt now mixed with like Robert Redford. So it's like...
No, dude, Jake Gyllenhaal.
No!
Yeah.
No! They don't look anything alike.
Jake Gyllenhaal's a good looking dude too.
No, it's Robert Redford because he's burly now.
Ryan Reynolds.
No, not Ryan Reynolds at all.
He's got the body of Ryan Reynolds.
No, he doesn't.
Just not as
He's got the body of fucking Tom Hardy. Tom Hardy and Brad Pitt. If Tom Hardy and Brad Pitt, you put their semen together... Tom
Hardy's a big dude.
If you put their semen together and shoot it into Margot Robbie, and then she has a baby, and then ba-bum. That's Special K.
He's a good-looking dentist, man. I'm telling you. It's ridiculous. And tell the story. Tell me the story. You were talking the other day, you went there for a cleaning.
And
no,
I got a fucking tooth.
Yeah, he showed up.
Yanked out of my head.
What was it? Tell it again. You were getting a tooth taken out. It was a fucking part of a missing tooth.
So a tooth broke off in COVID. Nobody wanted to do anything during COVID. So I was like, all right, I'll leave it in there. So I left it in there. It's been 2 years. And I was like, okay, it needs to come out. Because it's like, I was eating some beef jerky and I heard pop and then it cracked down in there. And I was like,
man shit. I was eating some beef jerky. My tooth popped out.
It did. But that's the thing. Last time I lost, like, I don't know. Last time I actually, like, was eating something or lost something, I was eating, like, a milk dud. You know how milk duds get hard.
I fucking love milk duds.
I hate milk duds.
I fucking love
You can't eat them. You gotta suck on them for 30 minutes.
I suck the chocolate off them, and then I eat the giant wad of fucking...
You gotta suck on them for 30 minutes before you can fucking eat them.
I eat the giant wad of caramel, fucking corn syrup.
Anyway,
I love milk duds.
I went and, like, chomped on a milk dud, and, like, I was chewing on it, and then my fucking filling, like, came out and just got stuck to it. Anyway, so I went... So I had to go and get this shit out, and I went there, and, like, they just built a brand new office building, and it's fucking nice. Like,
is that the first time you've been?
It's the first time I've been in there.
It's really nice.
It's really nice. And I go in there, and I get the dental assistant or whatever. I called it the nurse, but it's dental assistant if you're going to be particular. So dental assistant, and she's, like, wiry, and, like, I don't know what's wrong with her. I don't know if she had too much coffee or what, but she's, like, really wiry and, like, anxious. I don't know if she just started there or what.
You don't want a shaky dental technician.
Well, it's the same thing when I go and get blood drawn, too. I don't know if they're scared to hurt me or something like that, but it's like, I can handle needles, and, like, if you're gonna fucking, like, stick me with something, I'll be okay.
You know what I hate when I go to get blood drawn or something, and you get the new person? I understand they need trained. However... and there's only one way to train a person that draws blood, and that's drawing blood. Like, I get it. However, every time I go, I get the new person.
It don't bother me. Like, I got a story after this I can tell, but let's get back into my story. So, this lady, the nurse practitioner, or the...
nurse practitioner.
The fucking dental assistant takes me back there, and she's real nervous. I'm pretty sure she might have been new or something. She had to be. Because there's no way that everybody else was, like, chill and, like, didn't want to be there.
Yeah.
But I go back there, and she's, like, asking me all these questions and stuff. And, like, asking me, like, what medications I take and stuff like that. And then she's, like, really nervous and really wiry and kind of, like harshing my vibe. Because forever I hated the dentist because we always got, like, gassed up before we did shit. And you can still feel it. We never got numb, like, when we were kids. So I hated the dentist. And then after forever, I was like... They're like, all right, we're going to give you a shot. And I was like, you're not going to give me the gas? I'm like, no, we usually do that for kids. And I'm like, okay. So then, like, and the shots don't hurt. So I'm like, and you can't feel a fucking thing.
The only time it hurts, it hurts for, like a split, like, half a second. And then the worst one is, like, in the roof. In the roof.
That one didn't hurt because the first one he did, you can feel it going in. Like, he got, like, inside of the gum. On the inside of the gum. And, like, you can feel that, but it's just, like, the medicine going in.
Did he do your whole one, or was it Super S that did yours?
Which one?
And then Special K came in.
No.
The one you're talking about.
No, it was, he just did the whole thing.
Okay.
Anyway, so he come in there, after dealing with this wiry lady, he freaking me out, because I already get, like, a little nervous, just from, like, PTSD from childhood. And usually I'm just, like, chill, and she's freaking me out, and then he comes in, he's like, and okay, if you don't know him, he acts like you've been friends forever. The way he talks to you is calming. Yeah. Like he's talking to, like, an old dog.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you're an old dog laying on this mat, and he walks into this house, and you're just like, oh, hey, buddy. But it's just like...
It's the softest voice.
You don't know I don't remember if he remembers me. I'm pretty sure he does, because we've been there several times and talked to him and all this stuff. Our friend used to work there. But anyway... Comes and like, hey man, it's been a long time. How you doing?
He talks like his tongue is made out of the softest pillow.
Yeah,
seriously. Like it's like you're laying in bed next to him.
Your best friends.
It was the best. It was the best night.
Your best friends.
Yeah.
But anyway, oh hey, how you doing? It's like, all right, I'm gonna looked at your X-ray. It's like, let me take a peek at it real quick. Open your mouth for me. And like, I'm just gonna take a look at it. I ain't gonna do nothing. Let me just look at it. Oh yeah, that's gonna take about 5 minutes. Be in and out. He's like, I'm gonna go get your prescriptions ready. Just stay comfy for me. I'll come right back. And she's getting the stuff ready, putting all the shit.
But see, you're skipping the part where he's wearing a mask because he's got to look in your face and wear a mask.
He didn't wear a mask.
Oh, okay. Well, when he was doing my last kind of...
When he come in there and talked to me first, he didn't have one on. But whenever he was working on me,
he was working on me, because I went in for a cleaning, and then it turned out I had to have like kind of an emergency root canal, because I had one that actually had an infection in it, I guess. When they noticed it when they were doing the cleaning.
Gingivitis.
But they're like, hey, we got to do a root canal. You just want to do it while you're in here? I'm like,
emergency C-section.
So he comes in and he's wearing a mask, but then he takes it off to talk to me, and it's just, hey, Cody, how's it going? So, and you just see his face, and it's super nice guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's just like, hey, so we got that one little problem tooth there. We're just going to get that taken care of.
He's like Mr. Rogers was a dentist.
The most professional thing he said the entire time was he asked the dental technician if he's like, hey, did you run his insurance yet? She goes, yeah, we're good. And she goes, okay, we're going to get this out for you. I'm just going to give you a couple shots.
He's like, I'm trying to get fucking paid.
Yeah.
He's like, now they
have to make sure your insurance will take it. Or it's like, hey, if your insurance didn't take this, it's going to cost this much. But they also have like a payment plan and shit there too, which is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. I mean, he's like talking to an angel.
Well, I mean, he talked... The first time he talked to me before he went in and he got my prescription, he's like, oh, it'll take 5 minutes. And then he goes back, I'm going to get your prescription. Where do you want it? And I was like, oh, just CVS. And he's like, oh, okay, I'll be right back. And she's getting everything prepped and ready. And he's like, all right, you ready, Ryan? And he's like, I'm on... And it's like... It was reminding me because, like, I've never felt...
safer.
No, I've never felt, like, more demeaned, like somebody treating me like a child, but I was okay with it. Like... He was.
Some people are terrified of the dentist.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, I don't like to feel like I'm being babied, but I was okay with it because I'm kind of like putting myself out there and
he's
like.
Hot.
But he makes you feel comfortable.
Well, some people are.
He would be a great serial killer.
I used to have
Ted Bundy working on TV.
Well, see, I used to have a friend hated the dentist. Grown ass man hated the dentist. To get a cleaning. They do like the pill, and you combine the pill with the nitrous, and it knocks you out, so you don't have to get a shot.
That's not even that bad.
Yeah, well, to get a cleaning.
Cleaning's not that bad.
That's what
I'm saying. They
just
like scrape your teeth.
People are terrified of the dentist.
Or when they have like the rough scrubber, but that is just like it's just loud and noisy.
The rough one's just like a fucking like rough brush. The shit that hurts the worst for me is that water pick thing. Mm-hmm. I fucking hate that. However, it is necessary. But basically, like, people are terrified of the fucking dentist. They get knocked out for a cleaning because they just terrified of the dentist. I mean, it's not that bad. Mm-mm. The worst it's ever gotten for me was a root canal, because that takes about an hour. But it's the shots, and then after you get the shots, man, as long as they give you enough, you don't feel a fucking thing. I didn't feel a thing like...
Can't eat for about 6 hours, but...
Yeah, I didn't feel a thing like 2 hours after that. My adrenaline's kind of going afterwards, because I'm like, you just drilled a hole in my skull.
It's weird.
So, yeah.
Well, that one time I went to the dentist, this dude had like a fucking, whatever you want to call it, like a railroad spike with a fucking a tip on it about 1 inch long, and that sumbitch was like pointy, could fucking... kill a polar bear.
Yeah.
But he just had it, and he was just like grinding and pushing on my fucking jaw. My jaw was just like,
Yeah.
And he's just fucking trying to get this tooth out and like twisting it and fucking poking it. And I mean, it was like, I'm surprised he didn't pull out a hammer and whack it.
No.
But yeah. But I felt very comfortable. He goes in there and he's like, all right, we're good. The whole time he's talking to me, he gives me the shot and he's just like, all right. He's like, you're going to feel just a little bitty pinch. And he's like, 1, 2, 3. Okay, now I'm going to get over on this side. 1, 2, 3. Okay. He's like, all right, we're going to take this last one. And we're just going to get the top roof of your mouth. So we're just going to numb you up real good. And you go, 1, 2, 3. Okay.
The man should quit being a dentist and do freaking mattress commercials.
Something.
Yeah. Something soft.
But
something soft.
But the whole time he's doing it, he's just talking to me. He's like, oh, well, this thing just really doesn't want to come out. He's like, I forget the lady's name. He's like, Susie, would you hand me this thing over here? And she's like, yep. And just hands it to him. He's all right, I'm going to try to get it out here.
Can you imagine him in an argument or like outside of work? Do you think he's the same exact way, probably? Like super soft spoken?
That's what I mean. Like
flips a switch.
Like listening to true crime and shit. Like he would be the perfect serial killer because he's like, he would save somebody's life, but then also like lop some
him on the suicide hotline. Don't do it, man. It's not worth it,
Yeah.
man. Just come on by the office. I'll give you a free cleaning.
Yeah.
If your
Just
insurance
listen to me.
takes
It's not worth it. You got people that'll love
What
you.
insurance you got?
Yeah, what insurance you got? I don't know, but he's a good guy. So
Good dude.
but
Good dude. Everybody listening to this probably like, oh, man, I wish I had a dentist like that.
yeah,
He's
you would.
This is a beautiful
That's the
man.
thing. Like I said, I still
That's
have.
a damn specimen. He was created in a fucking lab.
I'm not lying when I still have like PTSD. I get nervous going to the dentist because growing up, it drove me like crazy. I hated going, and I didn't go to the dentist.
We also had
we didn't go for like 10 years.
We also had a very old school dentist back in our hometown.
He still is old school.
He still is old school, and like a lot of people don't go to him because he is old school. He doesn't use shots. Everybody knows if you're not a kid, you get a shot in the mouth, so you can't feel shit. That gas doesn't do a fucking thing. Not at all.
I think he just likes to watch people get high.
Yeah.
I like to watch people get high. It's fun. But,
Also, the dentist office was like, you're walking into a fucking funeral home. It's so old.
It's old.
It's those old wood panel walls. This thing ain't been updated since the 90s.
Yep. And this new one now has got the new one I went to, got that huge...
Got a damn chandelier in
It's got a chandelier. It's got one of them blue glowing fireplaces in it.
Yeah.
It's got fucking huge TVs.
Looking
Two
nice.
different sections of a fucking waiting room.
It's nice, man.
It's
I'm telling you.
big and it's nice.
It's nice.
All kinds of shit.
We got a nice dentist.
Got a really nice dentist. He makes a lot of money.
He makes a lot of fucking money.
Yeah.
There's like 12 dental technicians that work under him.
Well, I was all the way in the very back.
Me too.
So she took me to
I think they do it by last name.
She took me to the last one, and like his office was right there.
Yep, me too.
So like I was all the way in the very fucking back
you
on the left side. On the left side.
That's the same one I get.
Yeah.
I think they go by last name. I think depending on when your last name falls, that's the technician you get. So yeah, I think that's how they do it. Because I have had that same girl for the past three cleanings.
The real nervous one?
No, she wasn't nervous at all.
Oh.
Not for me.
Huh. I don't know. This must have been a new one. She was all schizo.
Schizo.
She was making me nervous. She was like she was finishing up the paperwork and stuff, and like running my insurance and getting ready, to have me sign paperwork. She's like, "Oh, I'm getting ready, your paperwork ready," and like I didn't say nothing. I was just sitting there. He finished and like I had the gauze, so like I couldn't fucking talk because it's like it was right here, like in the front of my mouth.
It was the first one of those she's ever done.
I don't know, but like it was in the front of my mouth, and she's like, "Are you okay?" Like she tapped me and she's like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "Yeah, why?" And she's like, "Oh, I thought you passed out," and I was like, "No." I'm fine. I'm like, what do you want me to do? Small talk? Like, I'm ready to get the fuck out of here. Like, I was in there for 15 minutes. I was in there for 15 fucking minutes. It's like, are you okay? It's like, I didn't want you to pass out on me. I'm like, I'm fine.
How you gonna pass out?
I don't know. I didn't even bleed that much.
Pass out.
I don't fucking know.
Maybe she was just nervous.
Maybe somebody did pass out right before. Maybe why? Maybe they had to fucking...
Oh, no.
And
freaking Dreamboat's probably like, you do that shit again, you're fired.
You're fired.
Or he's like, I just want to let you know, if somebody passes out on your watch again, I'm going to have to let you go. I'm going to have to. But I will send you away with some free prescriptions.
They probably had to wheel somebody. Somebody probably fell out of the chair or something.
Bro, they get meth mouth in there all the time. It's some gross shit. Because our friend used to work there. And she would tell us because a lot of like homeless people or people that don't have insurance through like Affordable Care Act insurance, so like that, they get free insurance.
Medicaid pays 100%.
Yeah, and you get people that have not been to the dentist, like straight up gingivitis, terrible black teeth, people that have meth mouth, losing all their freaking teeth. And she's like, there's some gross ass teeth that I've seen. And it's like she's like, it's a horror scene, like it's bad. And they have to like replace all of them or like drill every single one. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
There's some bad shit out there. I've seen some pretty jacked up teeth, but I don't know. I don't mind the dentist. I think I
didn't tell you this part. I think the funniest shit that happened when I was there, I was laughing. I thought it was hilarious. I was like, and then like after about 5 minutes of listening to it, I was like, get me the fuck out of here. Because this man and this lady, this dude was in a wheelchair, and then his wife was pushing him, and they sat in front of me in these like nice ass fancy chairs, and then I'm sitting there, and he's new, so they had to fill out paperwork, and he gets the paperwork, and she's filling it out for him, and he's just watching TV sitting in his wheelchair.
By the way, next time you go back, I had to update all my paperwork too. It's a new system or whatever. I guess they got a new.
I didn't have to do anything.
When's the last time you went?
Like I said, 2 years was the last time I went. Before that,
when's the last time you went? Now,
I don't know. 2 weeks ago.
Oh, okay. So did you already do your paperwork?
I didn't have to do anything.
I just went last week or 2 weeks ago, and I had to update all my paperwork because it's a new healthcare system that they're under.
I don't know. They might have to. Anyway, when I was sitting there, this lady was like, "Oh, it was like I'll fill out paperwork for you." But the guy who was going to get new dentures, and I guess his shit was 100% covered too. He was getting like $5,000 dentures. Anyway,
yeah.
So we're sitting there filling out paperwork, and she's like, "Oh, I didn't bring my glasses," and he's just like takes his off and hands them to her, like they got the same fucking eyes. Hands it to her, and she puts them on. She's like, "I ain't gonna be able to see out of these," and she puts them on, and she's like,
"Why don't he just fill it out?"
And she's like, "I don't know, because he's in a wheelchair.
His legs are broken, not his hands."
I'm pretty sure he's just fine. I'm pretty sure he can walk. He
handed his glasses to her. The man can write with a pen. Jesus Christ.
I just think he didn't want to walk.
He's in a wheelchair. Didn't want to walk. Didn't want to walk.
His legs look fine.
They always look fine unless they're missing.
I mean, that's what I mean. No, he did have one leg. He did have one. I forgot.
He doesn't write with his fucking toes. Like, what the fuck?
I don't know.
He's just like, here, take my fucking glasses.
They're old-fashioned, okay?
Jesus Christ.
Anyway.
That's like me handing Cheyenne my fucking glasses. It's even worse because I just have astigmatism.
That's what I mean. So
I just have astigmatism. Cheyenne's fucking blind.
That's what I mean. So she's like, he's just like, the hands were glasses. I ain't gonna be able to see all these fucking things. I'm like in the middle of the way. I can be able to see all these fucking things.
Fucking things?
Yes. And then she goes and puts them on. And she's like, "These are my glasses." And he's like, "What the fuck?" And he's like, "No, they're not. They're mine." It's like these are my glasses. Like, no, those are my brand new ones. Like back and forth about these fucking glasses for like at least 10 minutes. I shit you not.
Not even fill out the paperwork either.
No, they were just arguing back and forth. Because I sat there for like 25 minutes waiting. But it was just like back and forth about these glasses. Like, no, those are mine. It was like, no, these are my new glasses. And like, you ain't got transitions. I got transitions. It was like, these are my glasses. I'm like, no, they're not. They're my brand new pair. And it was like, shut up. These are my glasses. Like, he started getting pissed. They were just... I swear to God, about these stupid fucking... These are my glasses. Like, no, they're not. They're mine. I'm like, oh...
You sat there for 10 minutes.
That's the thing. You know, she put them on. She's like, I can see out of these things. These are my glasses. I swear to God about these fucking glasses. And I'm just
Maybe that's why he gave them to her.
And I'm laughing, and I'm just like trying not to lose my shit. And then finally they just kept going, and I'm like, oh my God, get me out of here. When the fuck am I going to be able to go? But finally they shut up and started filling out paperwork and stuff. That was the funniest thing is he just rips them off his face and he's like, here you go. And she's like, I'm going to be able to see all these fucking things. And she puts them on. She just puts them on. She's like, these are my glasses. Those aren't your glasses. They're my glasses. Oh my God. I forgot he had one leg.
Oh, shit.
That was my bad. Maybe he got some new teeth. Brand new dentures. 100% paid for.
Good fill out some paperwork. He's in a wheelchair.
He's in a wheelchair. Couldn't do it. She pushed him in. He didn't get in there himself. They got a ramp and everything. And he couldn't get in there.
I can't pay my own bills. I got astigmatism.
Yeah. That's what they're doing.
Oh, God.
Maybe he's one of them people that maybe he did it for like government money. The people who, what do they call them? The people who live off the government, they amputee themselves on purpose.
People do that?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
No.
Yeah, people chop off, like, surgically amputate their own limbs so they can just live off the government.
If you had to chop off something, to live off the government, what would you do? Which one you going for?
I mean, I'd like to keep my lower extremities.
Yeah, me too. I'm going for...
Because nobody wants to just roll around in a chair for the rest of their life.
Man, I don't know. Fuck. I'm not going to get rid of an arm. I feel like I need arms. I feel like I need both my legs, too.
I want breast cancer.
Well, you don't have to have breast cancer. Just chop off a titty.
Yeah, but then I have an excuse.
I'll chop off my nipples. Nipples serve no purpose for men. They're just there for show.
Yeah, all they do is just get friction. That's all they
Yeah,
do.
exactly. Fuck. I would chop off a couple of fingers. Just a couple.
Why?
To live off the
I'm
government.
not going to chop them all off, so you just got fucking bear paw.
Fucking dog paw.
You just got a club.
I'll have little dog fingernails tattooed on my knuckles.
You get to keep 2.
2?
Yeah, 2, so you can just be like this.
That's what I'm doing there. I'm gonna keep the pinky and the thumb. So they get
Radical man. Keep her strong.
What?
So you can still like eat. If my other fingers weren't there, I could do it. There we
my
go.
own personal chopsticks.
Yeah. Man, let me pinch your cheek.
I would get the left hand though, because I use the right hand for everything.
Both of them.
You can't jerk off with your pinky and your thumb. Imagine doing this shit. You can't even grab a coffee.
It's heavy.
Trying to grab a coffee cup.
It's heavy.
With your pinky and your thumb. It looked like you got a damn beetle hand. You're gonna spill your fucking coffee all over the table.
Ah!
I'm fucking pissed.
Got it.
Oh, Jesus.
That's a heavy coffee cup.
I gave you the heaviest fucking mug we
That's
got.
what I mean. It's heavy.
You can murder somebody.
I grabbed it with this hand earlier and it hurt my finger.
It's heavy ass coffee mug.
That's what I mean.
It don't wiggle like that no more.
It was full too. But I went like this and it hurt my fingers. I put it back down.
You can break a hand picking up your coffee mug and live off the government.
How do you think that dude lost his leg? Dropped his damn coffee cup on his fucking leg. Smashed it. Had to chop it off.
Oh, man. All right. Let's go ahead and take a quick bathroom break.
All right. Hey everyone, just wanted to take a second to let you know about our official podcast store at thecumcast.com.
Go check it out today, everybody. We've got everything you can think of, from t-shirts, hoodies, stickers, organic tote bags, and even drinkware like coffee mugs and craft beer glasses. Go check it out today at thecumcast.com. Now let's get back into the episode.
All right, everybody. It's news story time.
All right, so I've got a few news articles this week for us. So this first one, the real-life Walter White, who was the best meth cook in Alabama, was sentenced to 12 years in prison.
That's it?
Huh?
That's it?
Yeah. So this is obviously...
Walter White was based off a real dude.
So Walter White was based off of a fake character.
I'm pretty sure it was off of a real guy, though.
So this guy's name is actually Walter White.
Really?
Yeah. So this guy's name's actually Walter White.
It's probably off of him. He probably just now getting sentenced.
No. So this is recent. So real life Walter White was once sentenced to was sentenced to more than 12 years in prison for dealing crystal meth. Though basically the comparison is his name is genuinely Walter White. So everybody knows that Bryan Cranston from Breaking Bad is playing Walter White. But the non-TV Walter White was believed to be one of the best meth cooks in Alabama. It was and was told by U.S. District Judge Donald Malloy back in 2013 that he must spend 9 years in prison for possession of meth with the intention of distribution, and a further 3.5 years on weapons charges, according to the Billings Gazette. So he just was released, it seems like. So if he was arrested in 2013, then he's about to get out. So he's about to get out in a few years. So the judge referred to the sheer quantity of meth that White had and he was convicted of was extraordinary, quote unquote. And he was believed to have been responsible, he's believed to have had 32.5 pounds of meth, crystal meth.
That makes sense, though, the timeline-wise, because Breaking Bad has been on for that long.
I'm just going to see if...
Is Breaking Bad based off a real story?
Yeah.
Because this makes sense and the timeline matches up. Because like this dude had been in jail for a couple years, and then
it's a fictional story written by Vince Gilligan, who wanted to explore the possibility of turning Mr. Chips into Scarface.
Who's Mr. Chips?
Character.
Oh.
So he had 32.5 pounds of crystal meth.
That's what they call irony.
Yeah, and when Walter White got arrested, he ended up getting shot by his son. So his son actually shot him over a meth deal, over a debt. So Walter White owed...
Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
His son couldn't shoot him.
So Walter White... Actually, so the adult Walter White, the adult meth cook, owed the son $10,000 in debt. So his son shot him for a $10,000 debt.
Yeah, why not?
When he's the best, he's got like a shit ton of money.
Listen, I got 34 pounds in my trunk. Give me 2 days, and then I'll have your money.
Right. So this is where this article gets a little squirrely. So I think the person that wrote this article was also on meth. So
it's also from Lad Bible.
Yeah. So in his defense, Malloy said that he got addicted to meth, but that when he attempted to get himself out of the business of selling it, he was threatened by his suppliers. So I'm gonna guess
the cartel.
This is the judge Malloy saying this. So I'm guessing that saying in his defense, like in Walter White's defense, he got addicted to meth, but then when he attempted to get himself out of the business of selling it, he was threatened by his suppliers, which is what happened in the movie. So he admitted to getting meth from Thomas Alvarado from California, who is currently still serving a 30-year sentence for his role in the distribution also. So White's son, who was mentioned by the judge earlier, also was charged with a weapon assault and shooting his dad. So he was jailed on a $150,000 bond. White told the officers investigating the case that he shot his dad in the back over a debt of $10,000 that was unpaid. So the elder White was initially arrested in March when law enforcement officers attended the property after reports of the shooting. Then searching the residence, they found 4 ounces of meth, which is already a lot. The drugs they found were worth $10,000, and they also found $15,000 in cash and 2 handguns. Their investigation into the shooting led to a number of arrests, and then the defendant said that they were trying to raise some cash to pay back debts owed by White, which makes no sense. They're on meth. So Walter White was eventually sentenced to a lengthy prison sentence, which is still better than what ended up happening into his famous namesake at the end of that show. At the end of the...
I never did finish it.
You need to finish it!
No.
Why?
Because I've seen so many TikToks about like how it ends and shit. Like, why even watch it?
It's not that bad.
I don't need to watch it. I'm over it. I already took it off my watch list or whatever.
It was a really good show, though.
Yeah.
It was a good show.
I saw another ironic thing. There was a lady arrested after beating a man with a baseball bat in front of a hospital. Guess what her name was? Tupac Shakur.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah. I swear to God. Her name was Tupac Shakur.
Her full name.
Her full name is Tupac Shakur. Look it up. Woman arrested in Miami after beating a man with a baseball bat, ironically named Tupac Shakur.
Beating a man?
Yeah. That woman. Florida woman named Tupac Shakur arrested after beating a man with a baseball bat. Told you.
Okay.
That is Tupac.
They look the same.
No, they do not. Tupac is way darker than that.
Oh, this was just a few days ago.
I know. That's what I mean.
Named Tupac Amaru Shakur went before a judge after allegedly attacking an elderly man with a baseball bat the day before. The 32-year-old shares the name with the rap icon, and her incident occurs 26 years to the day of the artist's fatal shooting in Las Vegas in 1996. Shakur allegedly hit the man several times with the bat outside of the hospital. On the morning of September 6th, the man ripped the bat away from Shakur and ran to the hospital. She then followed him inside and claims she was the one being attacked with the bat.
Mm-hmm.
And this man's just probably like, looks like he's been beat to shit.
He's like, he hit me. He's like, that bitch was swinging that bat at me.
So the man suffered injuries to his face, upper lip, right arm. He just got the shit kicked out of him with a baseball bat in the face.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, he was hitting me. There's not a scratch on her. And then he had injuries to his right hand, his right arm, and his right leg.
God, she fucking beat the shit out of that dude.
Yeah. Shakur was then taken to the correctional center and was charged with aggravated battery on a person 65 or older. He's old. He's an old man.
They have an identification for that. It was just like, you beat a man, but he was 44, so you get less time than if he was 65.
That's what it sounds like.
Apparently.
It said elderly, but I was like, how elderly? This must be a strong motherfucker to take a beating, rip the bat out of her hand, and still be able to run.
It also
inside.
said she was homeless, so she's just a crazy-ass bitch with a bat.
Yeah.
She probably hadn't eaten in the days.
This is if Tupac never hit it big in the rap scene.
Yeah.
He just beat people up with
He's a
baseball
homeless transgender woman.
It's not transgender.
What is it?
In this case, it's just a lady.
Huh?
But in this reference, is if Tupac Shakur never hit it big, he'd just be a homeless man just beating people
Oh,
with
I thought you meant
bats.
he would be a homeless woman.
No.
Oh.
No. It's transgender. No.
Well, this is a woman. It's different. Different species.
It is different. However, same name.
I know.
Yeah.
Was actual Tupac Shakur's middle name Amaru?
I have no idea.
What was Tupac's middle name?
Oh my god.
I found Tupac and Amaru.
Yep. His middle name was Amaru.
She has
the same fucking name.
She got the same name.
Same fucking name.
Also known as Tupac.
So his name was Amaru, but everybody called him Tupac.
And Machiavelli.
Huh?
It's also known as Tupac and Machiavelli.
I think he went by Machiavelli as like in his... I don't know. I don't listen to a lot of Tupac, but I don't know if Machiavelli was his name or he went by that, like in like
nickname.
Like in his rap career.
Yeah.
Like how Wiz Khalifa has like 30 different fucking...
the same exact name.
Yeah. Same name.
Damn.
So her parents must have liked Tupac.
No, they probably hated him.
I shot that motherfucker. That's why I'm naming you after the dude I shot.
So, no, fucking, what's his name shot him?
Who? Suge?
Fucking, yeah, Suge
Knight.
Knight.
And then that bitch, and then he got fucking ran over.
So, a family brawl that erupted over squirt cheese ends in tasering and an arrest.
Oh my god.
So...
Was it where they put the cracker on the top and then the shit comes through the holes in the cracker?
I wanted to do that. I don't know if it actually works.
When I went to a party with friends at work, somebody came and had like a bunch of snacks and stuff like that. And like, they came in and we're like, is that squirt cheese? He's like, hell yeah, that's squirt cheese. You don't think I come to a party without some squirt cheese in a can? And I'm like, what the fuck? I haven't seen squirt cheese in forever. I tend to avoid that aisle.
Yeah.
Because it's addictive.
Yeah. So family in Louisiana didn't heed that warning when West Monroe police had to be called and dispatched to the residence after a call over a disturbance.
Just an FYI, the only cheese in Louisiana is squirt cheese. Because it melts before they can eat it, so it has to come in a can. Too hot down south.
So family had an argument over some fucking easy squirt cheese.
Why is it on a hot dog?
That's a hot dog.
You got yourself a hot dog, buddy?
They got the American style going on a hot dog and the cheddar going on a cracker.
Got to.
Yep. So, police officers had finally made contact with the family. They soon became aware that what they had started as a little basically argument turned out to be violent. One of the family members told the police officers that their 19-year-old sister, Princess Ariana Williams...
What the fuck?
...had allegedly struck them several times.
What? Why do you name your kid that?
I don't know.
Princess Ariana Williams.
Cheyenne's mom... her Starbucks name is Princess, so every time she gets an order or something like that, her name's Princess. So everybody's like, Princess.
Oh yeah, and R.I.P. the Queen. It took 92 years for you to, 94 years for you to die?
She was 94.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We talk so much shit about her.
R.I.P. the Queen.
Yeah. England just got a tad bit less racist.
I don't know. Her son is like 87.
I know, that's what I mean. She's fucking old, and so is he.
He's eating fucking Metamucil just to fucking get by.
I don't know. It's crazy. I saw a TikTok I was like, somebody told me at work that she died, and I was like, really? It's about damn time.
Yeah.
But I saw a TikTok and somebody was like, they were paintballing. There was like 2 American dudes and an English guy, and they were on the same team paintballing. And one guy was like, "Oh, the Queen's in the hospital," and he was like, "Oh, I think she's dead." And then he was reading off at his phone, and he's like, "Don't you dare say my Queen's the English. I can't have an English accent, but don't you dare say my Queen is dead," or whatever the fuck he said. And he's like, no. He's like, no, she's just supposed to be in the hospital, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, no, she is dead. He's like, oh, yeah, the royal family's tweet said that the Queen died in her sleep, all of a sudden, without any pain or whatever.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, and he ran over to the phone, and the guy who was reading it to the English guy, he's like, woohoo! He's like, yeah, ding dong, the fucking Queen is dead. Just like singing, she's fucking dead. And then like another guy comes up and he's like, why are we celebrating the Queen's demise? And he's just like, I don't know. But that English guy was so upset.
Yeah. She's been the Queen for fucking 94 years.
That's what I mean. Get over it.
Yeah.
New people come and go. Like,
yeah.
You know what she did all day? Nothing. Not a damn thing.
Yep. So the argument began over a can of Squirt cheese. Now it's clear. It's not clear how a can of Squirt cheese ended up in this like argument, but the
It's
information.
expensive. Yeah, it's like $6 a can.
Is it really?
I think so. It's pretty fucking expensive. It's hard to get cheese in cans. You know how hard it is to get pump a can full of cheese? Hard.
It's not even real cheese.
That's what I mean.
So
you know how hard it is to keep cheese in melted form? Pretty hard.
Melted form.
In melted
Easy.
form.
It's not cheese.
You know how hard it is to keep cheese in spreadable form?
It's squirtable styrofoam.
It takes a lot of time and money to keep cheese in spreadable form.
It's squirtable styrofoam.
Yeah.
So, but the information we do have is that it turned out to be quite an argument. We're assuming here that this is not fact at all and just an over-imagination. The sister cooked a can of spray cheese the sister got hit with the Squirt cheese in the face.
The sister
can.
Coped a spray.
They're British.
Coped a spray of
They're
cheese
British.
to the face.
They're British.
She coped a spray of cheese.
Copped.
She copped a spray of cheese. All right, I fucking did. My sister got copped with the cheese spray in a can.
In the face.
In the face.
Yeah.
If it had been a dick, she'd have caught it in the mouth. Oh, Willie! Continue.
Oh or maybe one of the sisters didn't get her fair share of the spray cheese, resulting in a cheese war. Anyway, back to reality. According to police, one of the family members claimed that they were struck in the stomach several times by Williams. The 19-year-old then allegedly chased the victim around the yard with a taser, and then basically all this over the spray cheese.
Yeah.
So it ended up in a childish argument, and then somebody's chasing around the other sister. One sister's chasing the other sister around with a fucking taser.
You know
around
what this
the
all
yard.
leads back to? MSG. People will do crazy.
MSG.
People will do crazy shit for MSG.
Crystal meth and MSG.
Yeah.
So we're assuming the cheese.
That was her food for the week.
Yeah.
He ate it. He ate all of it.
Right. So Williams defended herself to the police and advised them that the family members weren't telling the truth. She claimed that she never struck the victim, which is her own sister. This is a fucking child fight. However, but they're all adults. However, she was placed under arrest and taken to the correctional center, where she was charged with simple battery and aggravated assault. The moral of the story is, don't mess with the family Squirt cheese.
Duh.
So the article goes on. But there must be something in the water down at West Monroe, because this isn't the first food-related brawl they've had to break up. Earlier this year, a woman was arrested and charged with aggravated assault after an argument erupted over a crock pot. According to a news source, the victim had claimed that the alleged attacker had armed herself with a screwdriver and swung at them, but she too was arrested and taken to the correctional center, where she was charged.
She would stab somebody over a fucking crock pot.
What crock pot?
That's
like,
not crock pot.
I gotta cook my roast, but I need to make my Mexican chicken and rice in it.
Pans are too expensive. I need my slow cooker.
You know what happened? You know what happened with these two sisters? That crusty shit at the very top of the fucking squirt cheese that you get after you open it? They were fighting over that.
Who ate the crust?
Who ate the crusty cheese at the top of the nozzle?
That'd be me.
That'd be my fat ass.
That's my job.
That'd be my fat ass.
Everybody knows I get the crust.
Everybody knows I get the cheese crusties.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be my fat ass.
That'd be my fat ass. That's the thing, like...
And then you can chase around the house with a fucking...
That hard bit at the top of the fucking squirt cheese tastes like uncooked pasta. Like, it's not good.
That's it, man. It's liquid pasta.
You always just throw it across the room. Don't even worry about it anymore.
Yeah, dude. You just fucking throw it at somebody like a booger. You flick it like a boogie. Alright, so the last article I have, the law of urination and why you should stick to the 21-second rule. So this is kind of a fun one.
Oh, so you're supposed to, like, hold your pee and, like, count to 21 seconds. Yeah.
So a few years ago, a team of physicists...
Sometimes I don't. I fucking blast it. Like,
yeah. Yeah.
Like
I wanted to blow through the back of the fucking urinal.
Yeah. I'm trying to get splashes on me is what I'm trying to do.
I'm trying to get that residual pee shrapnel.
Coat myself in my own scent.
So a few years ago, a team of physicists won a prize after they determined that almost all mammals take the same amount of time to pee.
That's not true.
Using high-speed video analysis, a team from Georgia Tech discovered...
They put cameras in a fucking pisser and videotape people, and it was like, it's for science.
It says mammals.
Yeah.
They strapped that thing to a dog's asshole.
A dog, a cat.
And watched it pee out of its weenie.
They'd be like, you know what we could do? We could put it on a snake and do a reptiles next.
Yeah.
How long does it take a snake to piss?
Right.
They don't.
They don't.
They only shit.
Yeah.
They shit and piss at the same time.
Yep.
Rolled up in a ball.
So, using high-speed video analysis...
Why high speed? Just get a regular camera when you don't hear the sound anymore.
Start a timer.
When you don't hear the sound anymore.
Hurry up, start a timer.
Okay.
Start a timer.
Take a
stopwatch.
You don't need a high-speed camera. You don't need to look at it. Like,
Siri, start a timer.
Like, do you end it after, like, the shakes? Or, like, what? Because it still comes out after the shakes.
I don't know. So, using this high-speed video analysis, a team from Georgia Tech discovered that this is what our government money...
They sat in a fucking windowless van with cameras strapped on it, like the
spying on dogs.
Like the Google bots, and fucking watched animals piss.
Yeah. Discovered that most mammals weighing over 3 kilograms empty their bladders in around 21 seconds, a time frame which is also handy for us humans to use when monitoring our bladder habits. So, nurse practititioner Janice Miller, PhD, explained that health benefits of counting to 20 while you make pee-pee, knowing that if it's on... I can't keep a straight face on that one. When you make pee-pee, no... Can you imagine this in a scientific journal? When you make pee-pee...
When you make pee-pee.
When you make a wee...
Make sure you count to 20 seconds when you make a pee-pee.
Make sure you wash a winky.
Wash a winky.
So, noting that if it's always taking you lots less or more than 20 seconds to urinate, you're either holding it in for far too long or going too often. Going too often? If you gotta piss, you gotta piss. So, speaking to Well and Good, which is a news source last year, Miller said that if you find that you almost always pee for significantly less or more than 20 seconds, consider examining your bladder habits. Are you drinking too much water or not enough?
Is there such a thing as drinking too much water?
To the point where your blood gets water saturated and you could die.
But that's
toxic. You have to drink it excessively and
at a short amount of time.
Yeah,
a short amount of time.
So, are you giving yourself enough bathroom breaks during the day? She added, or are you using the bathroom more than you need to because it's the only private place in your house?
I know a lot of drunk people that have pissed for a good solid minute and a half.
Yeah.
Like, it was a long time.
Yeah. So your answers can help you to tweak your bladder habits, and that's drinking. So you're drinking, like, if you're drinking a can of beer, that's 12 ounces. And if you're drinking 4 of those in an hour, you're drinking 48 ounces of liquids in an hour, which normally
your bladder only, like, what, 32?
I don't know.
28? Something?
Bladders are different sizes.
Duh.
So,
you know, like a rat has a smaller blender than, or a blender, a smaller bladder than me.
Rats all bladder.
It's
all bladder.
It's one giant bladder.
One giant bladder.
Do you think they watch them pee too?
That's why they're so mad. That's why they're so mean. They gotta weigh more than 3 kilograms though.
Big rat.
The big, big bladder.
New York City rat?
That's a big.
That's a small cat. What cat is?
Yeah.
That's a cat with a long tail.
Yeah.
That's some fat ass rats.
So differences in
It's
your
2 times the size of that Mike. It fucking it would eat your whole fucking can and all spray cheese.
Yeah.
Whole can. It would push it and then fucking devour the can.
And the cheese crust.
And the cheese
It'd
crust.
eat that little weird plug at the bottom too.
It would eat a whole loaf of bread if you gave it an opportunity.
Yeah. So differences in urine flow rates can also signify health issues like cystitis, bladder stones, and even prostate problems. So keeping on top of your tinkling has huge benefits. Back in 2015, the Georgia Tech physicists were awarded the Satrical LG Nobel Prize. They won a fucking Nobel Prize and handed out in celebration of trivial achievements in scientific research. They won a Nobel Prize.
The team's subjects includes mammals of all sizes, rats, goats, and elephants. They watched all of it.
Yeah.
Rats. They watched a rat pee.
Dude,
Under a glass table.
they're all bladder, bro.
That's like you're watching like when there's some kind of sex thing. Like you watch a hot girl take a shit on a glass table and you're up underneath
At least
of it.
one dude was jerking off to this stuff.
Well, yeah.
At least one. He won a Nobel Prize for jerking off to animals peeing.
See that goat pee?
And people.
Yeah.
And people.
And an elephant.
Yeah.
You watched a big fat elephant whiz.
You ever seen an elephant piss?
Yeah, it's like a fire hose.
It's like doing the ice bucket challenge.
Yeah, it is.
But it's piss. So they won a Nobel
Steve-O,
Prize.
I think Steve-O got pissed on by an elephant.
Yeah.
Pissed and shit on.
Yeah. So they won a Nobel Prize. The team's subjects...
Can you imagine getting a Nobel Prize for watching a rat piss? Y'all won this Nobel Prize. What for? We watched a bunch of animals pee.
Yeah.
Good for you.
So they included all mammals of all sizes, think rats, goats, and elephants, and although a consistent scaling law was established in bigger animals,
Bigger beasties.
the physicists noted that smaller animals piss differently.
No shit.
So while peeing seems like a hard thing to get wrong, it's not the worst time. It's not the first time we've been handed some stellar slashing advice from a specialist in recent weeks. Back in June, Dr. Teresa Irwin made a video on TikTok to share that many of us have actually been sitting on the toilet in the incorrect position. Explaining she wanted to revisit the basics of proper peeing, Dr. Irwin sat on a white chair while demonstrating optimum peeing position. She explained, "I'm going to talk about the proper ways for women to pee. Did you know that there's actually more than just one way for us to pee?"
Standing up?
Quote unquote.
I don't fucking know.
Quote unquote.
Did she turn around and face the tank? Is that what she's talking about?
Quote unquote, the proper way to pee is just like a cowboy. Lean forward, put your elbows right above your kneecaps, and pee. Make sure your feet are flat, though, because otherwise it's still not going to empty your bladder properly.
That's nice.
So, you know the squatty potty. Squatty potty's like a big fucking deal. I don't sit down on any public toilet unless I'm at somebody's house.
I do.
I hover, and I call it gargoyling, and it actually helps me shit better because I'm actually, it's like I have my own squatty potty, but my feet are on the ground.
Yeah, but then when you're taking a shit, it sounds like you're dropping fucking bombs in a water.
I don't care what my shit sounds like, it's poop. I'm not sitting out there going, I'm not blowing ass.
You're not self-conscious about it because all you hear is, no! Dunk! Dunk! Dunk!
I don't fucking
Dunk!
care.
Dunk! Dunk! Dunk!
I don't care. I'm also not one of those guys that's sitting there going,
I don't either. I don't have problems shitting.
Yeah, I've been in a stall next to somebody who's
like you're trying to blow up the toilet paper roll with your mind.
Yeah, I'm not like that. I don't eat fucking squirt cheese for a living every day.
I wish I could.
The person that shits like that and grunts like that when they shit only eats the cheese crusties off of squirt cheese. He's got 1,000 cans in his fridge.
Your asshole's too small. You push.
Your asshole's too small. Get a bigger asshole.
Loosen that shit up.
Get a bigger asshole, damn
Get
it.
fisted every once in a while. Maybe
Get a rat bladder. Rats are all bladder, man.
Work on your diet.
Work on your diet. Get a
Too
rat.
Too much red meat.
Get a rat. They'll clean your asshole out for you.
Too much red meat, like Elvis Presley.
Elvis Presley ate peanut butter and peanut butter and jelly bacon hoagies.
He ate a lot of red meat too. That's why he had trouble shitting. That, and he was a fucking drug addict, so it made him constipated.
Those are cocaine shits.
Yeah.
Is what that is.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
I was taking a cocaine shit for 2 days.
Cocaine and fucking Oxycontin. That's all that was.
Plugs you up. Need that benefiber. Help make you poop.
That's right.
That's right. All right, everybody. That is the episode. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for downloading. Of course, we couldn't do this fucking ridiculous show without you. We love you so fucking much. If you want to support the show, go and rate and review us on whatever platform you listen to. If you want to support us even further, go buy some shit at our store, our merch store at comcast.com. If you want to support us even further, go sign up for the Patreon. First episode was uploaded last week.
And it is a fucking banger.
It is a doozy. So go pay $5. Go listen to it. It's just $5 a month, and you become a subscriber to our Patreon. It really helps out the show, and we're going to buy new equipment with the money we get from it, and we'd really appreciate it.
Yep, we have our first Patreon subscriber as well. So thank you so much for the support. Yeah, go be a loyal follower, people. And if you want to follow us on the Comcast Facebook page, greatly appreciate it. We're going to grow that community. And you can go follow me on untapped.com. My handle name is craftguru58. See all the beers that I review. And all the beers that we're drinking on the show, I review on there as well. So, love you guys so much. Thanks for tuning in this week. We will see you all next week. Have a safe and exciting adventure until you hear us next time. And remember, when life gets hard and life gets you down and you're fighting over a can of Squirt cheese and somebody pulls out a taser, you run, bitch, run! Because it's just Squirt cheese and you can just go to the store and buy another one.
Yeah.
Don't tase me, bro.
Don't kill somebody over some Squirt cheese.
Yeah.
It's not worth it.
And next time you see a rat, just know they are all bladder.
And they're probably pissing.
And life gets hard and life gets down. You milk that pig, everybody.
Peace.
We out.